Hello guys, I have recently returned from Norway. I am back in Japan, baby. And Norway is the reason why I look like basically a homeless caveman. There is something with the Viking DNA, you know, when you go back home to the icy cold place. Something happens and it just, you know. My wife hates it, so this is all maybe about to go. Or maybe I will start a yeared challenge, you know. Save a beard for a year just to piss her off. Who knows? I'm wacky like that. And in today's video, of course, we're not going to be talking about Norway. We're going to be talking about Japan. This is not the Just Another Norway channel. Living in Japan can be super difficult if you don't know how to, you know, speak or read Japanese. I mean, logic, hello? What are you going to do when you get your first water and gas bill here in Japan? You get the papers and you'll be like, oh, can't read it, so fuck that, not paying that shit. What do you do when you need a nice bento at Lawson and they ask you, "Atatame ka?" And you'll be standing there like a deer in headlights just, no thank you. You're gonna sit in your dimly lit shitty Airbnb and eat a cold bento? Not on my watch. What are you gonna do when you need some paperwork done at the immigration to, you know, refresh your visa? You're gonna be like, well, I can't read or write, so I guess I'll just have to go right back to where I came from. Luckily, only one of these examples will affect you as a tourist here in Japan, but that begs the question, do you really need to know Japanese to get the most out of your Japan trip? The normal language prep that people do when they visit a country is, you know, to prepare for the basics in the language of the destination, right? This will give you a smoother experience visiting any country in the world, but is it really true for Japan though? No, not really. At least depending on what you really want to do when you visit the country. If you stick to doing touristy stuff in Japan, you'll be fine. You don't even need to learn arigato or ohayo gozaimasu or chotto manko miste kure. In most restaurants around tourist areas, there's an alternative English menu, and even in like Chinese and Vietnamese and stuff like that. So, you know, every language is covered basically except for Scandinavian languages. And of course, this alternative English menu will undoubtedly have some insane grammar or weird typos that will just, you know, not make any sense. But you'll get by, I promise. As you may imagine, going to like a traditional izakaya or maybe like a local mom and pop shop, there is no English there and all the prices are written in literal kanji, dude. So, you know, how will I pay for this? How much is this really? Now, this is usually the reason why some of the very traditional izakayas or restaurants have the no foreigners policy. They might even say members only while actually meaning Japanese only, right? Or just saying that they're closed to you specifically because you're a foreigner despite, you know, there's nobody in the restaurant. There's one Taro-san fucking sitting there eating some korokke and then, no, it's full. Now, I see a lot of people crying racism over this online, which, you know, in some very few cases it is, but 99% of the time this is definitely not the case. It's usually just bad wording on the signs and they mean that they can only speak Japanese inside and have no people who can speak English or translate for you. So, Japanese only, right? Now, I'm not immune to this. I have been stopped from entering before because I'm a big white guy and beard, and when I'm told them in Japanese, like I'm able to read and speak Japanese, the tone changed to like, "Hai dozo!" Avoiding misunderstandings and unnecessary complications is like their main objective with this, and I can't really blame them for that. So if you're a normal traveler that want to do standard things around tourist areas, you'll be happy to know that English is widespread and you'll have no problems whatsoever. On the trains and subways, all signs are in both Japanese and English, as well as the PA announcement in English and Japanese as well. The next stop is Ikebukuro. But if you're what I call a seasoned Prestige 3 veteran traveler, you might want the real authentic experience of Japan, not just the tourist bullshit. Get away from me. So if you want the off the beaten path, you know, ooh, look at me, I don't do any touristy stuff, then you better brush up on your Japanese and your reading comprehension of kanji. That's just how it is. Menus there will be in full Japanese without any English, and sometimes, you know, Google Translate can help you a little bit with the little camera thing, but sometimes it won't help you with its low quality shit translations, right? Then what do you do? Do you eat cod sperm sack? I don't think so. And remember, it's rude to send food back. So now you accidentally ordered cod cum sack, fried, and now you're stuck with your choice. And now you gotta decide: do I throw this away? Do I eat this? Jesus Christ, I wish I knew more Japanese, right? Some of the best food that you can get in Japan comes from these mom and pop restaurants, and I'm pretty I know what I'm talking about. I eat, right? And these mom and pop shops, they don't know English. They're middle of the Inaka countryside. The first time seeing a foreigner is you. And you expect them to be like, "Oh, hello, sir. What would you like? If you really want the authentic things, study how to order in Japanese, get a basic understanding of kanji before even attempting that kind of travel. That's just how it is. Or, you know, if you're super rich, just hire a tour guide who's fluent in Japanese, you know, like Logan Paul did when he had his whole insane arc here in Japan. Just don't do all the things that he did, but he had like a translator / guide for him. I mean, if you're Mr. Moneybags, why not do that then? So I would say no, you do not need any Japanese if you're just staying here and visiting the tourist areas, but if you want the real deal authentic stuff, you better sit down and renshu, baby. Practice! Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more Japan content like this, please, you know, subscribe down there and also slap a like on this video, please. Thank you. You can also dislike this video if Nihongo wa maji de musugashii bakayaro, but, you know, that's your prerogative, man. And also check out the memberships on the Patreon. All money that you guys give me goes to, you know, me traveling around with my camera and my wife and, you know, showing you more cool stuff. So remember, it's going for a good cause, baby. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.